Welcome to Simplifying Strength Training, your beginner's guide to get you started on your strength training journey. It's our mission to make you feel comfortable starting your strength training journey. We know that gym anxiety plays a huge part, so we're here to make you feel more comfortable, more confident in the gym using weights to get to where you want to be. So if you haven't subscribed already, go ahead and hit the subscribe button. But also, if you haven't already, go ahead and check out our last video on squats. Today, we're going to be covering the RDL. So it's one that she struggled with in the beginning. It's one that a lot of our clients struggle with. So we're gonna walk you guys through exactly how to get it done properly.
Yeah, now they're my favorite. I love RDLs.
Right, it takes some getting used to. It looks like a very simple exercise, but we're gonna walk you through how to do them properly. So a lot of times you see on Instagram or YouTube or wherever you watch your content, a lot of people are doing their RDLs with a barbell. I wouldn't recommend you start there just because you gotta make sure you're doing it properly. So the best way to do that is with a set of dumbbells. So
hey guys, hope you're enjoying the video so far. So our coaching program is turning another year older and we're giving away $50,000 in scholarships to give back to our community.
We've never done a giveaway this big before, so if you've been looking for an opportunity to get started on your fitness journey or work with us, make sure you head over to our Instagram and follow the instructions there. This giveaway is gonna go live this Friday, March 17th, and it's gonna go through Sunday, March 19th at 11:59 PST. So make sure if you've been looking for your opportunity, this is it. So just go over to our Instagram, follow the instructions, and we'll see you there. Number one mistake I see when it comes to the RDL is people just bend over, because sometimes that's what it looks like on video. And they're not really activating the right muscles, but a lot of times the complaint is their lower back hurts. So when you see her doing this here, she's controlling this whole movement with her lower back because she's bending over so far in front of her hips. So what you want to be able to think about is, number one, keeping your back totally flat. You don't want any bend here in your back. You want to think about bending from your hips. But also you want to focus on pushing your tailbone to the wall behind you. So go ahead. Good.
So what I like to think about is my butt touching the back wall.
And for a while, she actually stood in front of a wall, trying to reach her butt back to touch the wall so that she could get the sensation she needed to get these done properly.
And trust me, you'll feel it in your glutes when you practice that.
Right. So when it comes to an exercise like this, it's very easy to just do the movement and try and fly through them. But what you want to be able to feel is you want to feel a stretch in your hamstring and you want to feel a stretch in your glutes. That's telling you that you're doing it properly. And then from there, you want to come up. So another thing to think about, and when just seeing this exercise for the first time, it's very easy to think this is an up and down movement, but that gets you back into that same habit. So you want to think of this as more of a back and forth movement. So she's pushing her butt back, and then she's going to squeeze her glutes to go forward. This is just coming up because she's squeezing her glutes.
Oh, my butt crack.
That's what's getting her up to the top. So another way to think about this is, okay, yes, you're gonna push back your tailbone, but also think about keeping your chest behind your knees. So go ahead. So that's gonna create that nice hinged position. So the carryover from this, in our next video, we're gonna talk about the deadlift, but the carryover from this is the position you wanna be in when you do your deadlift. So you wanna think of a stick that's going from the top of your head all the way down to your tailbone, and that stays in one piece.
And then another common mistake is overextending. So back then when I first started, I thought that doing that over squeezing will help the booty grow, but it was actually making my lower back hurt.
Go ahead and show them what that looks like. Sad booty. It's definitely, yeah, you don't want to do that.
Even with my squats, I used to think that doing
I was just gonna say that too. Squats, deadlifts, RDLs, any of these exercises, anything that feels awkward, that's not how your body's supposed to move. It should feel natural for you to sit down, stand up, push your butt back, bring it back forward. The top of this movement should feel like you're just standing up, so you shouldn't have to do any extra squeezing to get there. That's gonna put you in a bad position. The next thing is, you can stay facing this way for this one, is just the path of the dumbbells. So a lot of times when it comes to, especially when you get over to the barbell, it's very easy to take that weight and put it out in front of your shoes, but that's gonna get you,
your lower back.
Your lower back's gonna kill you. So you gotta make sure you're tracing down the sides of your legs. Perfect. So the dumbbells allow you to have a little more flexibility when it comes to this because you can actually rotate these a bit. The barbell's not gonna give you the same grace. So when using the bar, your hand placement's gonna be, you're gonna take that thumb extended grip, you're gonna see this is something that you're gonna use over and over again because this gives you closest to shoulder width. And then from there, you got your grip, nice even grip. Again, make sure that you're even when you're doing this. Another grip you can do is the alternating grip. So 1 over, 1 under. And this is used more so in the deadlift, but it can be used in the RDL as well.
Yeah, I use these for my RDLs with the bar.
So like I said, this barbell is really gonna force you to have to sit back because now there's no space between your hands. And if you don't sit back, that bar is gonna hit you right on the top of the knees. So the natural thing to do is to move the bar out of the way. But no, you wanna be able to sit back when you get this done. So as you can see here, should go right by your shin. You should be keeping your lats engaged. That's gonna allow you much more stability in your back and when you're gripping this bar. Good. So the next mistake I see is when you lock your legs out first before you come up. So you wanna just make sure that this is all moving as one piece. So go ahead and go down, like you would a regular RDL. And then from there, straighten your legs out and stand up. Yeah. So you wanna make sure that as your legs are straightening out, your back and your chest is coming up. How you do that is by activating your glutes right from the bottom. So go ahead, squeeze your butt forward. So her legs are naturally straightening out as she stands up. So that was how you get started on the RDL. There's a lot more to learn when it comes to RDL, but the main thing to focus on is that none of these movements you're gonna perfect the first time, so don't get frustrated. That's why they're called reps. You gotta put in the reps, practice these movements. That's how you get better at them. That's what's gonna lead you to getting stronger with them. A lot of times people wanna abandon these compound movements because they get bored, but you should be focusing on doing these over and over and over again until you perfect them. That's what's gonna lead you to the body that you want. So if you haven't already, again, go ahead and hit that subscribe button down below, hit the notification so you know when these videos are coming out. But also if you haven't checked out our squat video, go ahead and check that one out too. Let us know how you're doing with the RDLs and your squats down below in the comments, how your body's improvement, how you're doing on your journey. And then let us know if you have any questions and we'll make sure that we get them answered for you. Peace.